What's going on, everybody? This is OnDeck. The last few days in Taipei here have been super gloomy. Lots of rain and thunderstorms. We all been cooped up in our apartments. And it just made me feel like I wanted to make something that felt kind of cozy, kind of moody, kind of dark. We found a good piano sample. We're gonna chop it up, lay some drums over it, keep it nice and minimal, but keep that hypnotic, chill vibe going throughout. We're just gonna go through manual chop all the chords we want. I'm going to get a lot of chords here, but I'm only going to use probably a few of them. He's just going ham on that piano. There's like that I'm not gonna sample. It's just way too much, but there's some good chords still. We wanna pitch this way down to get that like... Cool. Drums. This could be the most important thing, but they gotta be kind of low-key, just very swung, simple. Probably only need a hat, kick, snare, and then I'll add stuff after that, but I kind of know what sounds I'm looking for. We're gonna go to my kit. Anything that has that like low, yeah, like this. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Bumpy kick, that sounds good. I don't need much attack. I just want it to feel like a nice thump. I love using this bass because it almost, I feel like this effect makes it so you don't necessarily have to layer the low end that much because it does some of that work for you. Snare, something low key with like a perk layered on top. So I like to use the channel strip compression for the reason that, I don't know, I find you lose a lot of low end in compression, especially with kicks. So you can kind of EQ it back in after. So I can get the compression I want, then fix it. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll just find that low end frequency, maybe that 80-ish. Just give it a nice bump. There we go. Definitely gonna want Flavor Pro on this. It might sound like it doesn't work, but it loads up like presets, like lo-fi presets. But if you just go initial and do the stuff yourself, you can get some good results. Like I don't need volume automation, maybe a tiny bit of vinyl. Then we can go in here. Do the same thing with the distortion, just like go in, turn it full, get like a piece of the sound that you want. Ooh. See if we can. There we go. Then turn it back down to taste. Woo. This makes a huge difference. We're gonna start with something like this. I just want a little bit of that. Let's get some soft clipper on here. I think the soft clipper, like I don't really use many of the Akai plugins, but I do feel like this one's pretty essential. Now I can layer this with some sort of perk. I really just need like a block or like a really short percussion. A little reverb. I kind of forget what I was doing before because I got distracted. This happens a lot to me. I just spend a lot of time messing around with samples or drum loops, and then I come back thinking I have a sample idea, and I get confused. Let me just micro chop this one. I think there's some stuff in there that I want. Ooh, there we go. That's more like it. We got our drums, we got our chops. We're gonna go from there, keep it minimal. We'll find a sample to layer over it, figure out the low end, compress it, play it, all that. Let's use Flavor Pro. Let's make this sound cool. Now this preset works awesome for samples. Now Essential is definitely that mother ducker. Now those are very on the grid, so let's slide them off slightly. That sounds so much better to me, just having it kind of come right after. They're not playing at the exact same time. It's a little bit more loose. We definitely want a sample layer, and then we'll see what we could do with the low end. It might just be, you know, a boomy kick. It might be a bass, but we need to see what we could do with the layers first. Look for more layers. Oh, this will be good as a pad. Piano's fine on its own for the first 4 bars, then we'll do some of this. So the same on this, Flavor Pro. We're gonna keep that same vibe. Side chain, that's gonna be a huge factor for the speed, I think. Not that much though. Let's get out to 16 bars. Yeah, I know I want to keep it minimal, but let's look for just one more thing. Just that first part. Now let's see how this sounds with the low ends filtered out. I'm just gonna use that low end, I like that. So what I do is I set the filter on this one, duplicate track with events, rename this to LE for low end. Then all I really gotta do is just change it here, adjust to taste, and then let's just make this a little bit louder. Ooh, there we go. $16 bars of that. Now, this is how I like to make use of the arranger. We're going to just do a quick arrangement on this, just to add a little bit of variation. We're going to put this to 32 bars, right? And then after that, we could go in and make fine-tune adjustments to where we want certain layers. We can add some effects over the whole thing to keep it fresh. And we don't even have to touch the DAW yet. That's one thing that I really do love about this MPC3 arranger. All right, so one thing I really like to do, I like to use the LFOs in here for switch ups often. Again, we'll just copy these chops. LFO, come on now. Ah, whatever, close enough. Now what we could do is we could use the program filter for the LFO. That's what I personally like to do. We'll set it low, a little bit of resonance to get that wah sound. You go to your LFO page, you could do pitch, filter, amp, and panning, but we're just gonna do filter. And then we'll just set something that sounds right. You see how this is going for the whole thing? We don't want that. So what we want is like maybe a 4-bar intro. So we'll start doing this process now. Take away the first 2 bars of drums. Then dig into the grid, because we're going to have it start on like... There we go, we got a basic intro. Moving on. All right, so we can get 16 bars of the normal chop. Let's get this out of here. Then 8 bars of the LFO chop. Low end can stay the same. Now, I don't want those layers going the whole time. We'll keep this one, the little flute thing. That's just a nice little touch. We'll take out the flute thing here. Take out the vocal thing here, but we'll have the LFO going on its own, and then it'll come in with the LFO chop. You know what we're gonna do? Let's listen to it with a bunch of compression. Why not? With the compression, the chops definitely need to come down, roughly there. Let's go to our track mix view to do this better. We're just listening and doing some extra mixing right now. A little too muddy there. Don't gotta do much else, but just find the mud and take it out. So this way we can mix into our compressor while we think about arrangement stuff, and we can just do it organically. Whatever comes to mind, just fix it. That sounds super cool. Let's do some cutouts in the first part. Very easy to do in the arranger. We'll do like these first 8 bars, then like a chop drop out here, maybe a drum drop out here. Maybe take out the low end for a little bit here. So on and so forth. I'm gonna do that. Copy, paste, then nudge that back where the other hat was. Pick some basic effects. I wish I could just have like an a cappella thing going on and like an intro vocal thing. Let's see what I got.
Okay, I'll try to set it up. If anything goes wrong, I'll call you.
I'll just use this kill EQ. I've been using this a little bit more.
Okay, I'll try to set it up. Okay, I'll try to set it up.
Immediately it sounds like telephonic. You know, there's a lot you could do to spice up a very simple beat. Very tempting to get into the flow of just making a loop and then just leaving it as is. But it's always good to just try some stuff first. All right, so that's it for the MPC. We're just gonna save this. We're gonna bounce it to the SP, do a little performance, and I will play you out as usual. You know, it was a gloomy day. I was stuck inside, so it just fit that mood, and I think I executed it. Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace out. Yo, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate the support. If you're looking for more beat making videos, check the link in the description for my playlist. And if you want to see some live cookups, check me throughout the week where I'm doing a live stream most often on Thursdays. See you next time. Peace.